Okay, currently we are at the law courts in Ngong Township trying to follow up on the issue about TJ Kajwang appearing in court concerning the matter of the oathing of Raila Odinga on the 30th of January. Now we join Mr. Peter Opondo Kaluma, who has been representing him in today's appearance in court. Kindly tell us what is going on.
Yes, when we were before the Honorable Court last time, the court adjourned to enable the process we had in the High Court to go to completion. We agreed before the High Court judge, when we appeared subsequently, that we were supposed to file a substantive constitutional petition for the matters of his fundamental rights and freedoms which were violated to be dealt with. Yeah, so we have left that process going on. We certainly are lodging a petition, a constitutional petition before the court for those violations Honorable Kajwang underwent during the period of arrest to be properly addressed. Among the orders I know we are going to seek is the immediate termination of the charge we have taken plea on this morning. So we were coming back to this court for two purposes today. One was to update this court on what is happening at the High Court and possibly also to take plea. Yeah, this morning, having considered the charges being laid, we saw there is no need to take a lot of time in court. Honorable Kajwang has pleaded not guilty to all the charges. He is out on bail on the terms previously given. And of course, we have set a date for pre-trial for 28th of February. You want to confirm to the nation that Honorable Kajwang is not shaken. Our confidence in the matter is that this is not a matter that actually will not proceed before this court. It is a matter that our good courts will terminate for what they are. So we are done with that process. We'll be back to this court on 28th of February for pre-trial directions.
Yesterday we were following up with the Honorable Aladwa, and while we were at the Nairobi area police station, we were informed that there was also a court order that was barring their arrest. Is Kajwang among that list?
Yeah, all of us leaders and state officers serving in Parliament are covered by the orders so far issued by the court. The first order related to about 15 members of Parliament and of course core leaders in the National Super Lands Coalition. There was a subsequent action which I think have not been captured by all the media, which enjoins all of us. And we are now protected. Let me thank the judiciary for being bold against this, dictatorship and tyranny we see creeping back to our country, and for being independent and not, seeking to play to any political side.
Looking at the newspapers and what we have online across the media, we also have a list of 15 members of or leaders associated with NASA that have had to get back their passports to the Directorate of Immigration. How is the status, you, Kajwang, and the others?
Yeah, well, we don't care what anybody anywhere wants to do. We are a rule of law country. You may purport to, revoke or suspend things like passports, but really it is a waste of time. And my advice to the cabinet secretary who could be behind them and the government, officers who could be in charge of those processes, is that a time will come in the history of Kenya where they would be surcharged for costing, public funds to be expended unnecessarily in such manners. We don't care whether you take away passport or what, so long as our law system is what it is under the Constitution today, you will give it back. I can assure the public that we are not bothered. I know there are petitions being filed also to have, nullified those dictatorial decisions.
As TJ Kajwang's lawyer, can you confirm that he also received communication from the immigration about his passport?
Not any that we are aware of. but we don't care. We don't have passports as a matter of privilege. It is a document that confirms we are citizens, and of course we are citizens by birth. So we are not bothered. We are not bothered.
Now that you are not willing to either deny or confirm that actually you received that communication concerning either revocation or suspension of the passport, can you also tell us about, people have been asking questions about Miguna. Can you confirm?
Yeah, we got orders. We were before the High Court Judge Kimaru yesterday, and the battle was taking a worrying direction. If you remember, there were so many lawyers, even sent by the Law Society of Kenya itself, in administering justice to just ensure that the independence of the judiciary and the authority of the courts are upheld. Judge Kimaru gave an order for the production of Miguna in court. Judge Kimaru also gave an order, you remember, citing the Inspector General for contempt. He was to be in court to purge, non-appearance. The inspector, of course, didn't come. And if you remember the last judgment the Judge Kimaru made, it was to the effect that the main theme of the orders he had been issuing in this matter was to ensure that Mr. Miguna was produced before the courts of law. Of course, he was not produced, and this should bother the judiciary more than it should bother us, because you remember the judge indicated Miguna was in the basement cells there. So it should be the judge now prodding. We hear somebody has been taken to Canada. We need to be approaching the Canadian embassy now, and we want to see the travel manifests. It could be, we doubt it is Miguna who has traveled out of the country, because the court order needs to be complied with.
Okay, thank you very much. That has been Honorable Peter Opondo Kaluma representing TJ Kajwang in this matter that relates to the oath taking of Raila Odinga on January 30th.